This call is now being recorded.
Hello, is this Ruth?
Hi. Yes, ma'am, it is. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Well, I'm excited to
Oh,
talk with you. Very excited.
I'm
tired of
excited to speak with
I'm,
you as well.
I'm just tired of being bald-headed and wearing wigs, Miss Mississippi. I'm telling you.
Okay, we got to fix that then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll start off by letting you know how the consultation will go. I'll allow you to speak first and tell me everything that's going on with your hair and your scalp, whatever it is you want to tell me. I'll be very quiet. I am on the line. I'm just listening and taking notes.
Okay.
And I may interrupt and ask questions for clarification. And then when you're done, I'll proceed with giving you my suggestions, opinions, advice, and feel free at any time to interrupt me for clarification. And then at the end, I'll just make sure I've answered all of your questions.
Okay.
Okay, and if it goes past the 1 hour, no additional charge. I just want to make sure I answer all of your questions.
Okay, thank you so much. So
You're welcome.
let me start,
So what's going on?
Well, over the years, like in the last, I would say like the last 10 years, because I did go through breast cancer, but I didn't have to have any treatment because it wasn't that, the type that required radiation or chemo, thank God. Mm-hmm. But I noticed even before then my hair was thinning, and it really got worse like in the last, I would say 4 years. And so then I realized, I bought all this junk. I got enough to start a Sally Beauty upstairs in my house. But but in the last year, I realized, okay, I'm not a meat eater, and I was just born that way. So I started being more conscious of my nutrition, and then I had blood work done, and my iron was low. So I've been consistently on liquid iron, and I noticed there's a difference since I've been on the iron and being consistent with taking vitamins.
And when you say a difference, what's the difference that you say?
That my hair is filled in a little more. I have more on the frontal headline. There's more hair. It's gray right now, but it's coming in. And I mean, it just looked a little bit like a slight health, improvement. I'll put it that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was always naturally, my hair is thin strand to begin with. It's thin strand, and it tangles really easily on the ends.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I've used like henna, all the Indian powder herbs they talk about, and the oils and whatever. And people talk about, doing, what do they call it, deep conditioning, with the heat and stuff.
Yes.
But I notice my hair does not like that because it'll come out in strands when I do that. If I do it like over 15 minutes, put on a deep conditioner and then put a heating cap on it, and stay longer than, or either a shower cap and longer than 30 minutes, my hair does not like that. And I had to learn that your hair has its own personality. I never thought about that.
And do you have like the real soft pillow type hair? The real soft.
Yep, very soft. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
And when you said that your ends tangle, what kind of hair? Are you saying on wash day they tangle, or even just with a hairstyle?
Anytime hairstyle, I have to be real careful washing. Like I detangle using my fingers to separate it. Like a lot of fairy knots. Yeah.
Okay. Anything? What about your scalp?
I don't think I have any scalp problems. I might be a little dry, but I don't have dandruff or anything like that.
Okay. And how long is your hair now?
It's like on the, like a little past my ears, I would say. It's thicker on the left side than it is on the right side.
Okay.
You can see more scalp, like when it's wet, you see more scalp on the right side.
Okay. And what's your go-to hairstyle?
Oh, I'm ashamed to wear my hair out, to be honest with you. I wear at home. I have a scarf or a band on, but when I go out, I have a wig. I have one now that looks like it belonged to Daniel Boone. It's molded to my head. There he is.
Okay. And you said past years. And
Yeah.
how often do you wash your hair?
Well, since I followed you for a long time, and I kept thinking, okay, that's just too simple. That's not going to work for me.
Okay.
And I would say, so but in the last, I said, let me try this Head and Shoulder, like in the last month or so.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know how to explain it, but there's a difference in, like, I don't want to say that health, but it just looks better. I don't know how to explain it. Just it just looks healthier. I was doing it, I haven't done it consistently. I was doing it every 3 days thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could see an improvement, but I didn't keep it up. I thought, well, let me just go ahead, because I'm thinking like, okay, I would say this every week. Okay, I'm going to make an appointment with her. I'm going to have to get a consult. And I think, oh, let me try this. Let me try that product.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
but
you would
I'm
say
really,
about every week you wash it?
yeah, I would wash my hair
Once a
once
week?
a week. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to tell me before I start asking more questions?
No, ma'am. I can't think of anything else. I just know that my hair is just one step above a wisp of smoke.
Okay. We'll fix that.
I pray so.
Tell me about your wash day. When you wash your hair, what do you do? Like, and when I ask that, I mean like from beginning to end. First I do this, then I do that, and
Well,
so forth.
a long time ago I did that porosity test where and my hair floated on the top. And then recently when I did it, I had a bigger ball of hair, because I told you how to break easily. And it was all the way down to the bottom. I thought, okay, now it's high porosity, but I'm from what I've read, that can happen from using products or whatever. But so the first thing I do is really wet my hair down. I wet it down, warm water, really well, and then I will, like when I'm in the shower, I just use some shampoo. Like before, I was using the Head and Shoulders. I was using everything on the market, like I can't even think of the names, like Pantene, Tresemme, all those things. And so I would soak my scalp up and then let that sit in there for a while I finish my shower off, and then rinse it out. Use a conditioner, like a quick conditioner, rinse it out, and then try to do the deep conditioner. And that's when I realized, well, I can't keep that shower cap and heating cap on longer than 30 minutes because it makes my hair come out. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. And when you shampoo your hair, do you put it all on top of your head, like, or do you shampoo it in sections?
Now, what I do, like, if I'm doing it and I'm showering at the same time, I just let the water run on it. You know how you're standing up, and I don't put it on top of my head. And if I'm not taking a shower, I usually bend over, like in the sink, and wash it back. Yeah.
Okay. So then when you put the deep conditioner in, you rinse that out, and then what do you do?
Well, I put a regular, like you have a shampoo and a regular conditioner in, and rinse that conditioner out in the shower, and then I do a deep conditioner once I'm out of the shower for 15 minutes. Because I know longer than that, it makes my hair come out.
Okay. And then when you rinse the deep conditioner out, what do you do?
Oh, okay. I'll put a leave-in conditioner.
Okay.
And then an oil. Yeah, like mostly grapeseed oil. Yeah.
And then what do you do after that?
I just leave it up like in two nipples, I call it. Either side of my head, like two little nipples. And I have, and if I'm going out, of course, I have that darn wig on.
Okay. So is it like twist you put in or braid?
Yeah, I just twist they part my hair down the middle, and I have two sections, and I twist the whole, because there's not enough to do the 2-strand twist, I don't think. But then I do, and I only twist it so far, because if I twist it too much, it tangles really bad on the end. And then I can pin it down with some hairpins. Okay.
And then, what kind of comb do you use?
I have like a wide tooth comb and a plastic wide tooth comb.
Okay.
And I rarely brush it, you know. I rarely brush my hair. I was reading where you should have a boar's bristle brush, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean they're kind of expensive. I thought I have to budget for that. They're expensive.
And when you brush your hair, do you see hair in the brush?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if this makes any difference, but I just sit here while we're talking about it. My hair dries. Like if I wash it, leave in conditioner oil, and the next day, I mean, it's well,
It's dry.
you know.
I'm gonna tell you. I have that on my list to cover. I kind of figured your hair is doing that, so I was just in my notes. I was gonna cover that.
Yeah, sucks up everything. Seems like I didn't put nothing in it hardly.
Yeah. So what's going on? Well, let's ask you this. Anything else you want to tell me before I start running my mouth?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So just to cover, what you just brought up about the hair drying instantly, it's because you have product buildup on your hair. So the reason I asked you about your wash day routine is to kind of first understand if there is product buildup, because the product buildup can cause those little fairy knots on the ends of your hair because the hair is dry and it tangles and coils on itself when you put water. So that's where the dryness is coming from, because you have buildup on your hair. Okay, and the buildup is coming. I'm sorry?
I said, okay.
Okay, so the buildup, when you said that on your wash day, you wet your hair with warm water, you shampoo, you rinse, you put a conditioner, that's the sister conditioner, you put the conditioner, you rinse that out. So before I go forward, let me explain what conditioner does. Conditioner conditions the hair. Condition means to make it look a certain way and feel a certain way. That's it. So when you condition, you only need to condition one time. So when you put the first conditioner on there, you can stop there. But you mentioned that so when you put the conditioner on wet hair or just on your hair, wet hair, it activates and some of it sticks to your hair. When you rinse it out, there's a film that's left on your hair. That's the conditioning effect. So when you feel your hair and it feels soft, it's not the actual hair strands that you're feeling. You're feeling that film of conditioner. Okay, so that's what conditioner does. So it makes your hair feel a certain way, and it makes it look a certain way, like shiny or so, or it may make it look soft or, feel soft. So when you put the first conditioner on there, then you follow with the deep conditioner. Deep conditioner is just a conditioner as well, but it has like proteins and all of that that's supposed to help penetrate the hair strands and strengthen the hair. However, that's good, but it still leaves a film. So now you have two films of conditioner on your hair. Okay? So you rinse that out, and then you said you follow with the leave-in conditioner. The leave-in conditioner is nothing but a conditioner. So you spray that on. You got 3 films of conditioner on your hair. And so because you have those films that build up of conditioner, the water can't get to the actual hair strand itself. And so that's why it's so dry so fast, because water, when you touch your hair on wash day, the water is sitting on top of that conditioner. It's not getting to your hair strands. So when it sits on top of the conditioner, it pretty much rolls off. Because you have that buildup on your hair.
All right, makes sense.
And then, so that's where why your hair is getting dry so fast. And when it dries like that, or anytime, natural hair breaks when it's dry. So that's why you may see a lot of breakage, or you mentioned earlier that you have thin hair. It could be that your the thickness of your hair is breaking off because of the buildup. And it will cause shedding from your scalp as well. So what I suggest is choosing a conditioner. You choose one. Do you want to use the quick conditioner that you mentioned, the deep conditioner, or the leave-in? You only need one. So it's your choice which one you want to use. But you don't need all of them. Like for me, deep condition, I may deep condition once every 6 months or once a year.
Okay.
So you choose though. If you want to do it every wash day, that's fine. But don't use all three.
Okay.
You only need one. And then that's probably why your hair, you experience so much hair when you put the deep conditioner in, because it's kind of weighed down. As well as it could be like moisture overload to where it causes your hair to get so soft and mushy.
Yes, that's exactly that's what I was searching for. You're right. Yes.
Yeah. And so when the hair gets like that, it's like breaks out real easy too.
Yep.
So what you want to do is just choose one conditioner, and I think you may want to clarify your hair going forward.
Okay.
At least on your next wash day, clarify. Suave has a clarifying shampoo for about $2. You can clarify Suave, yeah.
Okay.
And what the clarifying shampoo will do, it's going to strip that buildup off. Now, when you clarify, you got to follow with a moisturizing shampoo, because the clarifying shampoo is going to strip it and clean it. So you want to add the moisture back in.
Okay. What's a good moisturizing shampoo?
Well, I use you can let me say this. How about you clarify and then maybe let me give you a good moisturizing shampoo. I was trying to give you an easy way to do it. Okay, so Suave is a clarifying shampoo.
Okay.
And I would say you can do Cream of Nature, has a good moisturizing shampoo.
Okay.
I use Silk Element. As you've probably seen in the videos, I use Silk Element.
Okay.
But if you don't want to use those, just when you get a shampoo, just make sure it says moisturize.
Okay.
But you do want to clarify your hair to strip that buildup off.
All right.
And then, you can proceed with, after your moisturizing shampoo, you can proceed with a conditioner, either way you want to go, but just one.
Okay.
And then your oil that you like to use.
Okay. So you think it's okay rather than using like the Blue Magic?
Oh, I was going to get to that. Yeah, I was going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. Okay, let me cover this real quick, and then I will answer that question. You mentioned about Head and Shoulders. Now, let me explain about Head and Shoulders since we're on the topic of shampoo. Head and Shoulders is a scalp shampoo. It's not for your hair. Okay. So if you just use Head and Shoulders, it's designed to strip the oil from your scalp and create a healthy growing environment. However, if you put the Head and Shoulders on the length of your hair, it's going to cause your hair to tangle up. Oh. Because it's so strong. Okay. So if you use Head and Shoulders, you want to only focus that on your scalp. That's why I asked you, do you wash your hair in sections? So if you watch my videos, you'll see me focus the Head and Shoulders on my scalp. And then I use the moisturizing shampoo for my hair strands. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So understand that there are different kinds of shampoos. You have scalp shampoos and you have hair shampoos. If you use the scalp shampoos like Head and Shoulders, Nexarol, I think that's how you said, all of Selsun Blue, if you use those are scalp shampoos. Okay. You don't put that on your hair. If you put it on your hair, it's going to tangle up really bad. Okay, and it sure has. Yeah, and then if you use, just say like Silk Elements, that's a hair shampoo. It's designed to cleanse the hair strands themselves. It has protein in it and all of that. It's going to strengthen the hair and all of that. But so if you get that hair shampoo and massage it into your scalp, you may experience an itchy scalp. Because it's not a scalp shampoo. So be mindful of what kind of shampoos you're using. If you're using a scalp shampoo, it's just for your scalp. If you're using a hair shampoo, you only want to apply that to the length of your hair.
Okay. Okay.
So you may want to incorporate your wash day sectioning your hair, washing your hair in sections to help you focus the scalp shampoo on the scalp and the hair shampoo hair strands.
Okay, well, I hope it gets me as much hair as Woodley has. He's so cute, though. I have to say that dog is adorable.
Oh, thank you. Can you hear him? He was at the door crying.
Yeah, I saw him like in some of your videos, when he comes into the bathroom. Where I thought that's so cute. And your twin looking like daughter, she's grown up. She's adorable.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, little Nadia. Yeah. Keep following me, both of them. So do you have any questions about the shampoo?
No, I'm just surprised. I did not know this. I'm just like in shock. I'm thinking like I've been killing what I do, a little bit I have.
So just make sure you look on the back of the bottle of shampoos, and they'll tell you where to apply it. It'll say wet hair applied to scalp. That's a scalp shampoo. And then if you look on the back of the shampoo bottle, it says wet hair, lather hair. That's a hair shampoo.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And there are shampoos out there that's for the hair and scalp, but you just got to read the back to just confirm, what it's for.
Okay.
Okay. And then you asked me about Blue Magic. Okay. So you mentioned that after you use the leave-in, you follow with grapeseed oil. Okay. So let me tell you about me and Blue Magic. You know that I use Blue Magic. I shampoo my hair, and then I apply Blue Magic.
Right.
And Blue Magic, I'm not saying Blue Magic is the best grease. That's just what I use. So the reason I only apply grease, I don't use conditioner on my hair. I may deep condition 6 months or once a year, but I don't use like that quick conditioner or anything like that.
Okay.
Unless I'm going to blow dry my hair, I use like a leave-in or a deep condition. But like on wash day, I just wash my hair, shampoo, and then I follow with grease. So the reason I don't use conditioner is because the grease is my conditioner.
Oh.
Yeah. So you think of it like this. Remember, condition means to make it feel a certain way and look a certain way. So when my hair, I've washed, rinsed the shampoo out, I get the grease and put it on my hair to condition it, make it soft and make it shiny. And if you look on Blue Magic's bottle, it tells you it's conditioner. So think of it like this. When you wash your hands with soap, wash your hand with soap, you rinse the soap off, and then you get some Vaseline and put on it. On your hands. Just say you use some Vaseline on your hands. You're conditioning your hands. You're making them feel soft.
Yep.
That's the same thing I'm doing with my hair.
Okay.
So that's why I call it grease and water. I'm just shampooing my hair to cleanse it, my hair and my scalp, and then I condition my hair with the grease. Okay. And the grease is kind of hard to build up because once the shampoo touches it, it slides right off. So that's how I'm able to avoid that buildup.
Okay.
Because it's grease, it's just oil. As soon as that shampoo touches it, it's going to kind of dissolve the grease and rinse off. And you mentioned that you use grapeseed oil. Now, the thing about oil is good if that's what you choose to use. But oil is thin. So when you you put the grapeseed oil on, you're filling in the moisture. That's good. However, when you come on your next wash day, the shampoo, because it has those ingredients, those harsh ingredients, it can dissolve that oil right away and strip at your hair. That's why your hair dries out and it's brittle, because that oil is so thin. However, with grease is thick. And so once I put the shampoo in to wash out the grease, the shampoo has to take time to eat at that grease to get it out. So it never
Uh-huh.
really touches my hair. The shampoo really never touches my hair. So that's why my hair is not dry.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, sure does.
The grease is thicker than the oil. It's gonna, that shampoo, whether it's sulfate free or whatever, it's going to swipe that oil away right away and dry out your hair.
Okay. It makes a lot of sense. Yep.
So if you want to, you can incorporate grease instead of oil. It's your choice.
Yep.
It's your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna do. I got every blue magic there is. I ran out. Sure did.
You'll see a difference because when that shampoo strips the grapeseed oil off your hair and it starts to either, dry out your hair, strip your hair, it causes your hair to coil up. Whenever shampoo touches our hair, it causes it to coil up tight because it's stripping it, and the hair coils up tight. And once it coils, the hair strands start to tangle around each other and, crumble up. And so that's where the tangles are coming from. Because that shampoo has stripped your hair and caused your hair to coil up. So that's where you're seeing those fairy knots from, as well as the buildup.
Okay. Wow. Big eye.
And when you have the buildup on your hair and you shampoo it, if you're not using clarifying shampoo, just say you're using a moisturizing shampoo. It's not really going to cleanse your hair strands of that conditioner, the buildup. So once the shampoo touched the conditioner layers, it's going to cause it to dry your hair out even more. It's going to cause it to feel crunchy. It's going to break off.
Okay.
So that's why I use the Blue Magic. Before I proceed, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. I'm just learning a lot. I'm just shook. They say I'm shook.
Okay. And I'll make sure, I go over everything before we get off. Another thing you mentioned, I asked you, what kind of comb do you use? You said you use a wide tooth comb. Okay. That's another reason why you're experiencing breakage and the fairy knot.
Oh.
So with the wide tooth comb, okay, if you look at it, it really doesn't have that many teeth. So however many teeth that's in your comb, that's how many tangles it can get out. So when you get your hair, okay, you rinse your hair, our hair coils up. Once it coils up, it's tangled. So you wet it, it starts to coil up. You put the shampoo, it's going to coil up even tighter because our hair reacts to the shampoo. And then you get, so when the hair starts to coil up and tangle, you go in with a wide tooth comb and probably only 4 to 5 teeth touch your hair. You've only gotten out about 5 tangles with the comb.
Oh, okay.
And so when you braid it up, twist it up, you've left so many more tangles. And so you left those tangles there, and then you plait it up, it dries. So now they dry. Those tangles dry. So the next wash day, when you start, you see a lot of hair. That's the breakage because you didn't get out those tangles from the previous wash day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's that wide tooth comb. So the comb that I suggest is that black comb that I show you in the video, and I can send you a picture when we get off. But it's the little $2 comb that you used to use back in the day, the little Conair comb. I'll send you a picture. But I show it in my video. But it has more teeth, so it's able to get out more tangles.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
The wide tooth comb, I only use a wide tooth comb if I have blow dried my hair or flat iron my hair because it's really no tangles. But if my hair is wet and I shampoo, I got to get my other comb because I need to get out those tangles that the water and the shampoo caused.
Mhm.
So that's where a lot of your breakage is coming from too. Your hair is not thoroughly being detangled.
Okay. Okay.
When after the shampoo and the water and the conditioner and stuff, you're not getting out all of your tangles. So on the next wash day, you come in, the hair dried, it dried up, and so those tangles dried in that position, so they're going to break.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's the reason why you experience breakage. And just as an FYI, I mentioned the hair dries out. Keep in mind the hair dries out in 2 to 3 days. It's just like your skin. After you take a shower, after 2 or 3 days, your body gonna start itching, or you're gonna feel, it's gonna be dry. Your skin's gonna be dry. It's the same thing with your hair. So you mentioned that.
Thin though, even though it's thin as it is.
Oh, it's gonna dry out. Yeah, it's dry out in 2 days.
Oh
2
wow.
to 3 days. And when I say dry out, I mean like no moisture is in it. It has all evaporated.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And so you mentioned that you go like a week without washing your hair. So in a week, remember the hair dried out in like 2 to 3 days. So you've gone an additional 4 days without adding moisture to your hair.
Mhm.
So it's really, really dry. So when you come and try to manipulate it, it's going to break.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because you're combing dry natural hair. You don't ever want to comb dry natural hair. You only comb natural hair when it's wet.
Mhm.
So keep that in mind. Your hair is dry. When you wash it, it's going to be dry in 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
Meaning like, deep down within, inside the hair strands, it's dried out. It's ready to break in 2 to 3 days. So it's okay if you want to go, a week, but don't touch your hair. You can't touch your hair.
Okay.
And like me, you may see on my videos, I talk about frequent washing. That's the reason I continuously wash my hair to stay on top of the moisture.
Okay.
I try to wash my hair. Well, now it's longer. It's been, and I'm so busy right now. I've been slipping. But in the beginning, I wash my hair every 3 days, for years, every two to 3 days. That's to make sure it never dries out and it stays clean.
Okay.
I don't use moisturizing products or anything like that. Like, how some people go in and re-moisturize their hair with a thing. I don't do that. I just go straight back in and start washing. My moisture only comes from wash day, from the water.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Gotcha.
So when you go a week, but do not manipulate your hair. You put it in a style and just leave it.
Okay.
And then when you take it down, just say you're ready for wash day, you take it down. You can take it down, but don't brush it or comb it or anything like that, because remember, it's dry. And if you brush or comb it, it's going to break off. Just go straight up under the water. Well, as soon as you get ready to wash your hair, you take it down, go straight up under the water. You can, finger comb it, but not with a comb. And when you mentioned that you brush your hair, are you saying you brush it while it's dry?
Yeah. Yep.
And that's breakage. It's thinning your hair out.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Even if it's the board brush, you should never, I don't even suggest using a brush, but, if you want to, you can, but while it's wet.
Oh, so brush it while it's wet.
That's the only time, yes, because if you brush it when it's dry, it's going to break off.
Okay.
Natural hair breaks when it's dry.
Okay.
You can get away with rubbing it, your fingers on it, or, but no comb or no brush when it's dry.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's wet.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we covered about the deep condition. You said, we talked about that. That's the reason. So do you have any questions for me?
No, I've learned so much. I mean, it's so simple. Jeez. I've learned that I've been just doing overkill. That's what I learned for real. So I'm anxious to get into this type of routine. I'm gonna really be consistent and try because I really want my hair back. I'm like, oh, I'm so sick of wigs. Jeez.
Yeah, it will grow. Just do those things, choose one conditioner, eliminate the wide tooth comb, and I'm going to send you a picture of the comb I suggest.
Okay.
No brush.
Okay.
And I mentioned Blue Magic instead of oil, but it's your choice. But just keep in mind that shampoo eats that oil up right away, and it's going to dry out your hair.
Okay.
So I do suggest grease though, whichever one you choose.
Okay.
And I think that's it that we've covered. You have any questions?
No, I'm just I'm kind of in shock, and I'm just excited because I want to see how this goes. I really, feel like you're God sent, and I'm going to have my hair back. I'm serious. I have really been I've really been depressed over my hair, because as I'm getting older, it gets worse. I'm like, what's going on? Because I'm buying the best stuff. I'm keeping it clean. I'm thinking, but now, I'm anxious to try the right way.
Yeah, and you see a lot of stuff on YouTube. They say, use this, use that, do this.
Yeah. And believe me, I got every single one of them, too. Because my son said, my God, he goes, that closet upstairs looks like an apothecary. What in the world are you doing all that mess? And he's got hair like yours, long, but he got dreads, beautiful long dreads.
Oh, wow, I bet they are.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then here I am, almost bald.
Just keep it simple. You got to keep it simple. Like you said, you was watching my video. That's just too simple. I posted a video of the lady, Juliana. I don't know if you've seen that. She said the same thing that you said, that she had been watching me for years and years. And she said that, my routine, just shampoo and put some grease on it and twisting my hair. She's like, no, that's just too simple. She said she was listening to all of the other YouTubers. They were saying buy this and shea butter and that. And so she said she realized, like, this girl, she keeps saying the same thing. She's been saying the same thing for years. And she decided to try it. And the crown of her hair was real thin. You can look at the video and see. And so she decided to try the routine. She said she thought her hair wouldn't grow anymore. Tried the simple routine, cleansing her scalp with the head and shoulders, and greasing her scalp too after she washed it. That's another thing. You want to grease your scalp. If you use grease, if you use grease or oil, you only want to put that on wet hair and wet scalp. Never on dry hair.
Okay.
You never ever don't, because if your hair is dry, think of this. With your hands right now, you wouldn't go and get Vaseline and put it on dry hands. You will want to wash your hands first and get that moisture in your skin, and then put your Vaseline or lotion on it. So it's the same thing with grease, only on wet hair and scalp. So that's what she did, and she took the braids out. I think she going for I forgot how long she said, and the hair was there. She couldn't believe it. It had grown back thick.
Oh, Lord, I hope mine does. Ooh.
Yeah, go watch that video. Go and watch that video. And she said that she couldn't believe it. And now, she was so depressed about her hair and worried. And so now she said she doesn't even think about her hair anymore, because she knows what to do. Just keep it clean and simple, not all of those products, and it's going to grow.
Okay. Wow.
So watch her video, and you're gonna see. I'll send you the link. You can click on it. You're gonna see how her hair grew back. I think it was 2 months or so. It grew 3 inches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just want to keep it simple. Don't do all of that. You don't have to use herbs. You don't. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. And you got to be mindful of those shampoos.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you so much.
Your hair's going to dry out in 2 to 3 days, so don't touch it. Once you style it on wash day, don't.
Hello?
I'm here. I said,
Oh.
yeah, after you style on wash day, you got to leave it alone because it's going to break off. And I do suggest the grease instead of the oil.
I will definitely do that. I'm willing to do anything. I just want my hair back. Jeez.
It'll grow. It'll grow. Just keep it clean and keep it simple. That's what, 1 of 3 products. Yeah, 3. Shampoo, the conditioner, and the grease.
Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. And then if think of anything, you know, when we hang up, you can email me. You can text me at this number. You can text me at this number, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Because a lot of times, you know, when we hang up, you think like, what did she say? Or
I'm the most procrastinating person in the world, and would you believe I got a list? I said, let me write down all my questions so I don't sound like a blonde to her, especially trying to get the time right. I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I cannot wait to start. I just got to get the some more. I don't have any moisturizing shampoo, so that's the only thing I need to get. So, yeah.
Yeah, and make sure you incorporate the sections. Do it in sections. You're going to see a huge, huge difference if you shampoo your hair in sections. Because remember, you got to get the scalp shampoo on the scalp, not the hair.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I will do that.
And the moisturizing shampoo on the hair.
Okay, will do. Yes, ma'am.
Any questions for me?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I just feel I don't know how to explain it to you. You know, it's the truth when they say a woman's hair is a crown and glory, you know? Because, I mean, I had a beautiful, you know, my hair was good. I didn't have to do no relaxers. You know, you don't listen to mama. My mother used to say, don't put that mess in your hair, but no, I want to have straight hair, you know?
Yeah.
All that dumb stuff. So I'm thinking like, okay, you know, I'm going to get my crown back. Because I prayed over my hair and everything else. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
It'll grow. It will grow. Just keep it simple and you know, take that advice. It will grow. And if you see anything that out of the norm, or if you see something that's, you know, continuing that you've noticed before we spoke, let me know, and then we can talk again, and I can tell you, hey, well, you may want to do this. I do get those calls where, you know, like they may say, oh, my hair is breaking off, and I have to, you know, tell them how to do it and what to do. It may be just the smallest thing that you may be doing that's causing so much breakage. So, but yes, let me know, and I'm going to send you the comb and the link to that video.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And again, let me know if you have any additional questions, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful evening.
You too. Good night.
Okay. Good night.